Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Casper Network, aka CSPR. So with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So the other day I made a tweet and I said, this is what will set you apart from the 99%. Too many will ignore undervalued gems in the space before they become blue chips. I actually think a great example of this currently is XDC. Many ignored the videos that I was posting when XDC was trading at 2 to 3 cents. It ran all the way up to almost 10 cents, and everyone was like, where can I buy XDC? And I remember Matic, it was during 2021. It was one of my biggest winners during that time, along with Telcoin, the Graph. There was a few other ones as well, but for the most part, Matic was a huge winner. But most didn't know about it until it was $1 plus. I focus heavily on Casper, HBAR, XDC, A0, and others while they are overlooked. They are going sideways, they are boring, but then we see a major move and everyone wants to buy. In XDC, we already seen that. HBAR, I remember when HBAR recently ran up to like 10 cents as well. Everyone was looking at HBAR then. A0, I think A0 recently ran up to almost like $2. It has recorrected so far. But almost all of these assets nobody cares about until it's too late. I said, this is where you become separated from the herd. You were buying when no one cared, when no one wanted to, when they thought these projects were dead. The bear market allows you to harness something extremely powerful. It allows you to realize the opportunities 99% are ignoring and overlooking. In the next bull run, when these projects are blowing up and doing 100% plus moves every other day, you will see the flood come in. We've seen this in 2020 and 2021 with ADA, and at the same time, you had your friends talking about Dogecoin. And if we actually look at Casper today, so here's the all-time chart on this thing. Let me ask you all this. Does it really matter if you are buying at 3.5 cents, 4 cents, or even 3 cents, anywhere within that range of 3 to 4 cents? I've seen a lot of people saying, yes, it does matter. It does matter. In my opinion, accumulation zones on these tokens, especially something like Casper, is 2 to 4 cents. 2 to 4 cents is a perfect area of opportunity. Why do I say that? Look at the upside. When Casper's trading at 20, 40, 60, 80, $1. Does it really matter if you bought at 2 cents or 4 cents? No, it doesn't. This is why I have been accumulating Casper. And when you look at the all-time chart here, and you look at the chart from the 2018 top to when ADA started to really start to move, what does this look like? Side by side. Look at this. And even if we come back a little bit, here's it at roughly like 4 cents or so. I mean, it's extremely similar. And this is what I mean. Like, we're in this point where nobody cares about these projects. And then guess what happens next? We start to move heavy. For example, just to show you guys, look at that. Completely overshadows the point here. In fact, it did almost a 3x from that point. If Casper could do a 3x off of this, I know this is the ICO price, but could you imagine a 3x off of that? That would be almost a $4 Casper. Absolutely insane. And you know what's funny about that? Is that at a $4 Casper, you're talking about less than $50 billion market cap still. Isn't that insane? But of course, I will settle for $1.33. I will settle for $1, honestly, because I've accumulated so much Casper, because we have had so long to accumulate Casper. I've been buying this thing since October of 2021. And you know what's funny? I did buy at 8 cents, I bought at 12 cents. I bought at 15 cents. And then I bought heavy at 2, 2.5, 3. Because I believe in the long-term growth of Casper, especially when you compare it to something like ADA, and we already know what happens next. We're waiting for it. And also, shout out to Kevin Cage, because he put out a great view of just how incredible the network it actually is in terms of the development technology on it. Computation is done in a WebAssembly, WASM interpreter, allowing any programming language which compiles to WASM to become a smart contract language for the Casper blockchain. There are now around 40 high-level programming languages that support WebAssembly, including C and C++, Python, Go, Rust, Java, and PHP. Companies that use WASM today is Amazon, Tesla, Spotify, Google, Microsoft, Adobe, Visa, Netflix, Samsung. Enterprises are not ready to directly adopt public blockchains because of concerns about, privacy, regulatory requirements, things like that. Casper's core protocol is a permissionless public framework, allowing users to choose between public, private, and hybrid setups, specifically built for private and hybrid deployments. Attach photos of hybrid blockchains use cases. These deployments are connected to and getting the security from the public Casper network. Every transaction secured via the public network requires Casper token for gas. And also, by the way, shout out to the X Frontier, because we even see him getting mentioned here around all of this information within the Casper blockchain. I'm telling you guys right now, if you are not following the X Frontier, and if you guys are not checking out Kevin Cage already, I highly suggest you guys go check out both of their Twitter accounts and also their YouTube accounts. Great fundamental assets to the space, but nonetheless, we do see WiseKey and Casper Labs will revolutionize supply chain management. Also over here, we do see smart cities are building on Casper. All of this is happening on Casper, all through these major initiatives, because of what Casper does offer for the enterprise grade sector, the government sector, the institutional grade sector. All of this is crucial to mention because, at this current moment in time, everyone is still looking at Casper and saying, oh, well, there's not much building on Casper. I'll just go over to HBAR. I want you guys to realize that, listen, it's not all about, hey, I'm jumping into the network that already has things being built on it. That's not being early. Would you rather be investing in the car company that has been around for, 40 years and they haven't done anything innovative in that time? And again, I'm not throwing shade at HBAR. I'm just saying, would you rather invest in that company, or would you rather invest in this car company that's about to debut the most revolutionary car that we have seen in history? Well, I'm going to take my chances, especially being as early as I possibly can with that new company. Again, this is how I look at this space. Like, yeah, I do hold HBAR. Yes, I do hold XRP. Yes, I do hold, all of these other tokens as well. But Casper is one that I have a lot of confidence behind, because I do feel as though we are so early to the point where we could see gains just like ADA seen, or even Solana, or any other project in the space that we were very early on, like Matic or the Graph. But also, as we do look at the network, we constantly see major building and growth happening. Just recently, we've seen Casper Network become the first Layer 1 blockchain to enable native smart contract debugging. Also with this, we've seen a ton of great updates. Casper, they even posted over on Twitter about this. The faster, stronger, and smarter Casper upgrade is here. The new upgrade brings fast sync and improved network speed, speculative execution for reliable contract testing, and enhanced security features as well. And if we actually look into this, so we do see improved efficiency, native contract debugging, and more, introducing Casper 1.5. So it offers improved experiences across the board for the Casper users, including streamlining the node creation process on the network, key security upgrades, and more accurate gauge for estimating future transaction costs, along with the ability to more efficiently redelegate tokens. Critically, Casper 1.5 also allows contract authors to run transactions against an active blockchain without committing to the results. With this upgrade, Casper also becomes the only Layer 1 blockchain to enable the debugging of live composable smart contracts on mainnet, which gives enterprises more control and increases the utility of public blockchain infrastructure. Again, as we really kind of look at what Casper has been doing, they're changing the game. They really are. The team behind Casper, from what I've been doing, I've been watching a lot of interviews. I've been watching a lot of videos around them, and I can just tell when a team knows their stuff, right? There's been a lot of people in the space that are behind some projects, and you kind of get the feel that they're here. They don't really understand too much of the information. We kind of seen this with Sam Bankman-Fried. I know. Let's bring up FTX, right? There's a few questions that were asked towards Sam, and he just did not have the answers to it, meaning more so how it's sustainable, how these DeFi opportunities are sustainable. And then, of course, we've seen the downfall. With Casper, there's always an answer. There's always an answer, and the knowledge that the team brings to the table is so significant to mention as well. And all of these major upgrades are extremely exciting because they solidify the fact that, Casper's future-proof. They're here to make sure that they are future-proof. They are here to make sure that any major enterprise, any single government, you name it, they're all here. They're all able to achieve what they want through Casper because the technology accommodates for it. This is so crucial to mention. And also, this was not the only major update that we've seen. We also seen Casper Node 1 v1.5.2, which is now staged for mainnet. Also, Casper mainnet reached a block height of 2 million, and of course, the Casper wallet updated to 1.5.0. Also, with this, we've seen a little bit of an insight on the Actus protocol. So, from concept to revenue, the Actus standard brings a fresh perspective to financial institutions. It isn't just a concept, it's a powerful tool to unlock new opportunities and profits. Check this out.
We want to change the way financial institutions organize and operate their data. And so, our hope is that people will look at the Actus standard, understand what it is, appreciate its value, and then be prepared to use it to make money. And so vendors who want to sell products and services to banks, if they sell a product that has Actus embedded in it, they now have the data foundation to sell a whole host of products that can be built around the Actus standard. So our goal is we want people to make money using Actus.
So a great little insight on, what they really want to achieve with Actus, but also we got this insight on Actus yet again as well, which is the head of R&D at Casper Association. It's time to get serious and real about finance. Smart financial contracts should be the basis for the innovation of financial systems.
So my name is Mark Greenslade. I'm head of R&D at the Casper Network, and we're here in Washington, D.C. to support the work of the Actus Foundation. The support of that work from the Casper Network perspective is all about getting serious and real about finance. Until now, blockchain systems have focused very much upon primitive financial instruments such as currencies or maybe NFTs or maybe collateralized DeFi products. But really, we want to start engaging with real-world finance, and that begins and ends with financial contracts.
Now, of course, yes, I do believe that Casper is truly bringing a game-changing standard to the financial space through Actus. Working with Actus is a huge game changer, especially for Casper and the initiative around the future of finance. I think that the future of finance is here. DLT and blockchain is going to be crucial for that, as you guys are probably all aware from my recent videos talking about this. I mean, listen, I've been talking about the future of finance and how we are essentially a part of it right now, being in the space. I think that's only a matter of time until we start to see these networks and projects like Casper, for an example, being an integral part of our financial system. And then also over here, we do see, could smart financial contracts have averted the recent banking crisis? Again, this kind of shows us a little bit of an in-depth view on how significant Actus actually is.
before that the capital wasn't good anymore.
So there you guys have it. Has a great insight on how to avert banking crises. And then also down here, cleaning up the financial sector isn't just a need, it's a moral duty. With Actus, institutions have the tools. The reason why problems in core banking transaction systems remain unaddressed is that the centrality of the financial contract with a standardized data model and algorithmic deterministic definitions of cash flows is not well understood. Actus. The Actus framework develops an intelligent, machine-readable, and a machine-executable algorithmic representation of financial agreements, depicting related cash flows and the current state of various risk factors. Again, as we do look at this, I do think that Casper, although a lot of people are still overlooking it simply because it's so early, there's not a lot being built upon it, the Actus standard is something to watch for, because I think that this is game-changing. I think that this is bringing a very significant upgrade and standard to the financial space, where we have, for the first time in the history of finance, a remedy that could possibly avert banking crises. And right now, I think that this is crucial, because as you guys do know from my video the other day, I talked about the brewing liquidity crisis and how we are starting to see major companies and organizations imploding because liquidity is tight. We're starting to see problems around banking. Banking right now is in turmoil. So I do think that this is a game changer. I think that Casper is becoming a significant name in the space. And I do also believe that Casper is a future blue chip stock in this space. You want to say blue chip stock, project, however you want to say it. But nonetheless, when I do compare this to other tokens and other projects, I know how early we are. I know that this will set us apart from the other 99% in the space. We are early. I want you guys to realize how early we are. And with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.